Welcome to the Just Montina channel, where we're having conversations about marriage, men, and mindset. So, if you're already subscribed, thank you. And if you're not, then subscribe. You will probably be very amused by all the shorts I upload every day. So, I got my water here. Okay, I'm gonna be drinking my pH Perfect Hydration water, and I'm going to be talking about some of these books right here. So, most of my messages are for women over 40. I am a woman at the time of this video that's 45. I'll be 46 this year at the time of this video. And my husband is double nickels, 55 at the time of this video. And I always say that because I've been on YouTube since 2009, and I realized that these videos will be here for years to come. My husband's 9.5 years older than me. We were both divorcees, met on Match.com. Within 2 weeks, he asked me would I get married, and within a year to date for our first date, he asked me to marry him. We were married 6 months later. He chose the date for engagement. He chose the date for us to get married, which happened to be my father's birthday and my grandfather's birthday. They shared the same birthday. So my father and my maternal grandfather shared the same birthday, July 2nd. It's been a whirlwind romance. It still feels like a whirlwind romance. It feels like heaven on earth every single day. It is the best relationship I've ever had. It is the most peaceful relationship I've ever had. It is the best everything for me. And I realized that being in my 40s, things are much different. When my daughter put me on Match.com, my daughter did, because my daughter was like, Mom, I'm out here dating. These men are approaching me. They're interested in me. I'm going out on dates. And I'm like, you'd be good for my mom. And she'd show them my picture and they're like, oh my God, I can't find your mom. I would love to meet your mom. And I'm like, I'm not dating no men, dating women in their 20s. That's like little, to me, it's just not appropriate. But that was what she kept telling me. So she did. I was in New York when she was living there. She said, Mom, take some pictures. So, they know how to get you to pose, honey. You be cute, posing and stuff. And she built the profile, and it was overwhelming. I was getting 100 messages a week. And these weren't men that were playing games. They were serious. And at the time, I didn't understand why they seemed so aggressive. So I just was like, I don't want to do this. She's like, Mom, no, I'll manage it for you. So I let her manage it for a while. I invested in the dating coach on Match.com. And I did meet a gentleman before I met my husband that was just a really nice guy. Things just didn't work out. He had been in an accident. And I just don't know that he was going to get better. And I had to move on in my life. I met my husband. So I'm telling you all what I've been through. So when I'm sharing these videos and I'm saying, sis, your wig is keeping you single, I'm not here on YouTube to be a mean girl. Okay. So if y'all don't know me, my name is Montina Young Frazier. I am Googleable, but I'm more importantly LinkedInable. You can find a lot of things about me on the internet. Um, you can find me under 3 different names. My second husband and my first husband's name. You can also find, when I say I owned a company, I went to the White House. I was invited to the White House. I've literally made millions in revenue. So I am a role individual. I'm not on here saying things like chastising you as Black women and white women and all of these things. I'm not here chastising you and saying, y'all running around here looking like this. I don't even want to say what they say about y'all online. I'm here just as another woman in her 40s that's like, wow, I didn't know y'all was struggling. Wow, I didn't realize women in their 40s didn't understand how to attract and keep men. And you might say, well, you twice divorced. Yeah, I filed the divorces. My husband is divorced as well, and he filed the divorces. My husband filed the divorces. So we are a very unique couple. Our divorces, our last divorces were literally, we married our spouses, our ex-spouses, the exact same month and year, and we divorced them the exact same day. Okay. We just were destined to meet. It feels so natural. I remember sitting here in our kitchen. It's still sometimes foreign to me, but this is our house and our kitchen. And I remember he just looked at me. He said, I feel like I've known you before. He said, I feel like I've loved you before. I've just seen you before. I mean, he actually repeated that same exact conversation, like the same, that's just everything about it a second time one day. We were just months later upstairs, and he just said, he's like, I just really feel like I've met you before and I've known you before. Now, I don't believe in reincarnation, but who knows? So I say all of that to say this. I'm not here to tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay. I'm not even here to give you relationship advice. I'm just kind of telling you all based off my experience. This has been my life. Based on being in a third marriage, this is what's different. It was much easier to attract my husband. I attract men all the time. I was in the gym today, and there was an old, I love older gentlemen. I am a little friendly. I'm not flirtatious, but I just think older men are just so fun because they're just so cute because they're like innocent babies. It's like you're innocent as a baby, and then they get older and they're kind of innocent. But I was getting this paper towel and the spraying a little spray because I rode the bike today after Pilates. I had to go to the dentist, get my teeth cleaned, and then I went to the gym. And he was walking by, and whatever it is about my aesthetic, older men really like me. I don't know if it's my mannerisms. I don't know if it's because I give them this bright smile and I look at them, but older, and I'm talking about like 65 plus. So y'all, and and I'm gonna be 65, but that's like older, distinguished gentlemen to me. So he looked at me and he said hi. He said hi. I said hi. How are you? And he said, bye. He just said, wow. That I knew like they find me attractive. It's so cute. But it's just one of those things that for some of you all, my 40 plus women, you're not smiling, you're not friendly, you're not kind because you're so freaking overwhelmed with life. I see all the stuff that goes on the internet. I don't have Instagram. I'm not participating on Twitter and TikTok and all of that. Now I have my Instagram still stood up, but I don't be posting. I mean, I might post. I think the last time I posted on Facebook was 2 years ago, and I don't even go on. I'm not even going on there being nosy. I don't do it, period. I do go on Instagram. I have another one, just me, and I follow one person, which is my daughter, Vegan Hippie Soul. I'm gonna tag her, Vegan Hippie Soul, and I'm not gonna tag her because I'm not gonna edit this video. So it's Vegan Hippie SOL, and I follow her because I want to watch the food she cooks because she's an amazing like chef. But I want to share with you all things. I'm rambling a little bit because this is my channel and I can. So fast forward and rewind, do whatever. These are just some of the books that I've read. I needed to know how to get this relationship right. If you are going into a first marriage over 40, second, third, fourth, I don't care if it's your seventh. I had an aunt that was married 7 times. I'm not here to judge you. I don't care. I really don't. I care about you, but I'm not here to judge y'all. I'm not here to judge you because you wear wigs. I'm not here to judge you because you're, not at the size you should be. We all have things to work on, but I had to get it right. I had to get in a group. I got in femininity groups. That's why I know these femininity coaches I'm not calling them frauds, but it didn't work for me. I know how to be feminine and I have a mysteriousness about me. I have had examples and I have people that I've just paid attention to that have helped me fine tune some things that I know that my husband likes and I know that men like. But these books, I'm going to just tell you about 3, but if you're in my Happy Wife Project group, I'm going to just screenshot these and share all of them. And this is just the physical books that I could pull out quickly to do this video. This isn't even the dozens and dozens, probably about 40 books on my Kindle. Matter of fact, there's a young lady here on YouTube my daughter sent me, Kim, I think her last name is Powell, and she wrote, "You Are the Prize." And I thought, actually, I've read the book because I read a lot of relationship books. And then my daughter sent her, and I read the description. I'm like, that's the young lady that wrote this book. She's been married 15 years. I don't know her name, but maybe I'll put it in the description. If I were a young woman, I would suggest that you follow her. She's been married 15 years. She got married young. So seems like she and her husband may have been virgins, but they lead a beautiful life. They live overseas, and she just talks about living an easy, feminine, flowy life. Now, my 40 and over women, look, you have an attachment style. You have an avoidant attachment style, anxious or secure. You need to know that over 40. You need to know that if you're going to get with a man, you can't be worried about what he is or is not doing, where he's going, what's in his phone. Because I am going to tell you something that I've discovered with these men that I just had never thought of before. They have friends that aren't happy or they're just being boys. Some of the things you might see them looking out on your phone, you're like, well, why are you looking at that woman talking on the phone? it doesn't really mean anything to them. The things that mean a lot to you mean nothing to them. They're men and they're just different. Boys will be boys. Um, you need to know your attachment styles. Okay, this I'm trying to help you. Okay. And I am starting to get attacked online, and this stuff is weird. Like, but I can handle it because at the end of the day, I turn this stuff off and keep it moving. I am listening to different individuals teach online, and then I discover that their, wives are foreign and they're not disclosing it, and or they hate women, but they sleeping with, women their daughter's age. There is something wrong with that. There's something wrong psychologically. I would not sleep with someone that's 32 years old because I have a son-in-law that's 32 years old. That is freaking disgusting. But, you know, the next book I talk about all the time, Getting to I Do, The Secret to Doing Relationships Right. You'll learn how to attract the right man, when you should make the first move, equity in relationships. Sex before commitment is a really bad deal. Now, I don't know, some of y'all talking about you waiting for sex till marriage. I'm sorry, but most, how rare it is to find a man over 50 that's not going to want to have sex, but it's not the most important thing to them. I will tell you that. They're not, every man wants to have sex with you. Okay. Some of y'all are like, oh my God, all he wants is sex. You're right. Every man wants to have sex with you. That's the thing that they want from you. So you need to make sure that he's fully committed before you decide to be intimate with him. And then after that, what else is it that you're doing to hold his attention? Because men love sex. They do. Now they get older and can't have it as much as they did when they were younger, but I enjoy being intimate with my husband. There's nothing wrong with it. Some of y'all have this trauma around being abused is in your youth. Y'all need to get rid of that trauma. Talk to a therapist. Go to somebody and say, I think sex is dirty. Well, why do you think sex is dirty? Talk to a therapist, because you have got to unpack these things before y'all get into these relationships with men. Here's what to know when you're giving too much, how to get what you want without asking, what makes a man want to commit. This book, I'll tell you, there were some things in here I didn't even know. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, this, and I saw it all play out in my marriage, in my relationship before my marriage. And there's some things even right now that I pay attention to. My husband and I, at a minimum, we talk 15 minutes a day, just looking in each other's eyes when he comes home from work. How was your day, baby? How was your day? Tell me about it. What went on? We take that time. But that comes out of a book called His Needs, Her Needs, How to Affair Proof Your Marriage. He don't even know I'm doing it, but I know I'm doing it because I know how important it is for us to have that time. Not laying down in the bed, not in between commercials. No, we need that committed time. This woman is on YouTube. Her name's Nicole Robinson, and I started this book on a Kindle, and then I actually got the book, and I was like, oh my God, because I just realized there were a lot of good nuggets. Is a lot. I don't even know if she's married, because I did watch some of her videos once, and I was like, I don't think she's married. But then I had to just, in my brain, it doesn't matter. She's not even really, I think she's talking about marriage a little bit, but she's talking about your beauty and femininity. And I just thought she had a lot of good things to say and perspectives. Even one thing about having children out of wedlock, she said, when a woman doesn't need to explain her children's existence to anyone, when questioned why she had them out of wedlock, she can just say, I chose the wrong circumstances in which to have my children. That's it. But I thought that she did a phenomenal job in this book. She does repeat a lot of things, and it was, so what? They're things that you need to know. Keep in mind, it's a good idea to dress for the type of man you desire to attract. There are enough men for the women who are ready to be wives. You have to believe that, so your positive energy can attract the man you want. Now, like I said, the rest of these books I've read. So I just wanted to do this video. Like I said, I'm not only here to chastise no women. I'm not only here to be funny. I'm not only here to make fun of women. I'm not only here to make women be depressed, but I'm also a realist. You all are running out of time. Hell, I was running out of time and didn't even know it before my daughter pointed it out. You get what you qualify for. I do have a damn good man now, but I'm sure if I'd have went 20 years ago, it wouldn't have worked for either one of us. My husband is a very unique personality. He's a very masculine framed energy man. So sometimes I'm just in thought and saying something, and he'll start talking, and I just be quiet. I'll be like, you didn't let me finish. You disrespected me, because I don't want to be respected. I want to be cherished in my relationship. So if he's leading us down another path, or he has a different idea, I don't care. In my younger years, I was a little bit more combative because I didn't understand. I didn't understand the principles of communication, clarity, caring, compatibility, and chemistry, communication, compatibility, and caring in the relationship. I care deeply about my husband. I didn't understand how important it was to marry someone that you respect. I can't be with a man I don't respect. I don't even do business with men I don't respect. I had a man recently wanted to do some business with me. I don't even really do a lot of business with men that are a little bit more aggressive than where I'm at in my life right now. And I just didn't like his aggression. Like I didn't like some of the things he did, so I didn't work with him. I didn't understand, years and years past, the very simple things that I share with you all, because I've done the work and I've read the books, and that's why I have the Happy Wife Project that y'all should join. Peace, pleasure, paradise. And there's the one other I added to that, because that's an MJ thing. Said you need to be his peace, his pleasure, and his paradise. How easy that is. Sometimes I talk to one of my daughters, my youngest, and I'll say, we'll be talking about something. I said, baby, the 3 P's. She's like, I know, Mom, peace, pleasure, paradise. That's what you should be in his life. Your mate only wants to make you happy. That man in your life only wants to make you happy. There is nothing else he wants to do but make you happy. And whether he's the feminine energy, which means you're the provider, or he's the masculine energy, which means he's the provider. There's no way around that. Some of you all make a lot of money, and you are okay with a man that makes less money. But if he's not paying all the bills, he is the feminine energy in your relationship, and you are the masculine energy. And you'll say, well, I don't want to lead at home, and I want to be protected, and I don't mind paying the bills. It emasculates him, no matter what you believe. See, that's the thing. A lot of you all have these beliefs, but don't understand. It doesn't matter what you believe. It is what it is. You are emasculating him. My husband doesn't even want me to pick up the bill for his birthday. We went out to eat and I'm pulling out my card. No, or sometimes, everything is the same. We pay the credit cards, and we might have an account that they have both our names on it. So to me, it doesn't matter. And we were somewhere and he was moving kind of, a little slow. We had to go. I said, baby, I got it. He said, no, I got it. He has a real scruffy voice. I got it. Okay. My husband, it emasculates them. They don't want you to do that. So it doesn't matter what you believe. It just is the truth. So I just wanted to come along, make the longer video. I actually have meetings today. I got to leave my office today. I got to head downtown Atlanta today. So I'm going to try to get this video published and uploaded, but I'm here for you. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know your questions. You don't want to publish them publicly. I have askmontina@gmail.com. You need to join the Happy Wife Project. Some of you all are just, I don't know if you're just cheap or you're just lazy. So I just really kind of think most of you all are lazy. Y'all, it's almost like you want something for nothing. YouTube is fun, but when I met with Kevin Samuels, I wanted to know, like, what's behind the veil. Like, Kevin, tell me what you're not telling the world. Of course, he actually was like, you need to be teaching the world. Like, you need to teach women. And I'm like, they're delusional. And he's like, I know, but women need women to teach them. So young women, y'all need to follow. I think her name's Kim Powell. You Are the Prize is her book. Some of you all are following these young women that are chastising you, but they're not married. This is a whole different game. It's not a whole lot you can teach when you've never been married. You could teach about relationships. Marriage is a whole different, I'm gonna call it an animal, but it's day in, day out, kind of the same thing. It's blissfully boring, because all that courting and dating and all of that, he has you now. So how do you keep him interested? And then you'll get to a point in the marriage where you won't always want to go out to eat. Like, I'm mindful of our money. My husband's retired. He still works, but he's retired. So it's not like the well is going to run dry, but I'm still mindful of our money. I work every day. I own a company. I'm done well. I got money in the bank, but I'm mindful of our money. And my husband actually appreciates that, because I'm like, just because we have it doesn't mean we spend it. We getting ready to go into a recession, and there might become opportunities where we can make some big moves. So I've had people in my Happy Wife Project group send me profiles of men that they're interested in dating, and send me their match profiles. You need somebody to help guide you along this way, because marriage should be easy, but this dating game that y'all are in right now, see, I'm removed 3 years, but y'all are in it. And if you're fishing in that sea, you're competing with a lot of women, and there's a lot of subconscious things going on in your mind. Am I interesting enough? Am I fit enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I kind enough? Friendly enough? So I'm your cheerleader. I'm in the group saying, yeah, girl, you got this. Like, you are the ish. Okay, y'all can't tell me nothing. When I'm with my husband, we went to an event the day before I'm publishing this video. Baby, people was like, y'all's energy, your chemistry, because I've learned how to be the fun woman in the room. And not inappropriate fun, but fun with my husband. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna dance. I'm gonna be cute. And I didn't drink anything. I don't drink alcohol. This is not my thing. So I'm fun and friendly and cute in my heels and my outfit and everything. I represented my husband well. When I leave this house, I want to look like a well kept woman. And those are the things I want you to think about. Okay. What else? And for those of you that do struggle with kind of that boss woman mentality, y'all need to set up some time with me and talk, because I'm going to tell you, you can have it all, but you cannot have it all at the same time. You cannot bring that attitude home. You cannot bring that work home as a woman. You got to give him your time. You have to give him your energy, your attention, and really, here's the money part. I don't believe you give him money, but you need to invest money in looking your best and feeling your best. I go to Pilates. I go to the gym. I get my pedicures. I paint my own nails. I dress very nice. Dress very nice. I go to boutiques. I'm not a designer person because I can see it at Target and buy it, but I go to boutiques. I'm always very well put together, but that's because I reflect my husband, right? So those are other things. So let me drink my water, this alkaline water. I had this when I was at the dentist. This lady was like, "Do you feel better when you drink that, don't you?" I said, "I sure do." It's so good. I made some chocolate oat. It's supposed to be dessert, but I snack on it throughout the day to keep me satiated, to keep me full, so I don't overeat. And yeah, you should be living your best life. I'm cheering for you, sis. So leave me a comment below. I love when y'all leave me emojis. And if you have a question, ask Montina@gmail.com. Leave me a comment, y'all. At least help me a little bit with the engagement. I'll see you in the next video.